So that way we are really getting a better use of this kitchen area. And you know, when homeowners come to me, we design what they want, and this is how they wanted it designed.
So the Soto house, we're just going to be breaking ground here in just a couple of days.
But my suggestion in trying to give, since you want that complete open feel,
you know, I do a lot of really thinking through my projects. So I'm sitting here now, actually on my last house that we are building in this subdivision that I developed some years ago. Before we even started this project, it was actually a cornfield. What is it going to look like in a year or 2 years or whenever I'm developing my subdivisions? It's about 20 acres, and I had this vision, so I went to work. You know, when we start a subdivision, from the time I buy a piece of property and until the roads are put in, that's usually a year and a half. So we're back to our Willow Falls build job. We now have the OSB that's down on the floor. So we have completed the first stage of our framing. My mind really does create a whole big picture. We are ready to now have the framers back to start framing the walls in front of these eyes, back of my head. Also, as you can see, we have our footing here, and then we have our stem wall. We also have weatherproofed our stem wall. Anywhere where the concrete is going to be underground, whenever I go and walk on a piece of field and I think, okay, what kind of house could go on this particular piece? And as you can see, we certainly don't want to tar all the way up. We don't want to weatherproof all the way up because then it won't look nice. We want it just to be tarred below where the dirt covers up. And when we do that, the dirt, you know, here, this dirt here has a lot of moisture in it, especially since it's been winter time and we're just coming into spring. But we never want it to have moisture penetrating through this concrete wall. This is green board right here. It lays on top of the concrete wall, and actually it's really hard and difficult for you to see, but there actually is a little thin piece of foam also. See, you can see the little bit of white foam that it's a seal that we use that will then be on top of the concrete wall. Then from there, we put a pressure treated timber piece of wood. This actually has a 2x6 piece of green board. And then after we put that down, because again, we don't want any moisture wicking through our wood, so this particular kind of lumber that is pressure treated, green board as we call it, is what we use for that purpose. And so my mind just starts going whenever I'm walking a piece of land, and I think, what can I do? What can I create from just this barren piece of property here? Then now we're ready for our walls. And we'll go to another site that we're at a little further stage, and we'll show you the walls. Now we've got the walls all framed, and now we are ready for trusses. This is the fun part of the building that I really enjoy, because now I'm getting to see what my design is going to now be in real life instead of just on paper. I really do have a direction that I want to see played out. The exterior walls are built with the 2x6, and the interior walls are built with 2x4. The reason for the 2x6 is so that we can get a thicker amount of insulation in the walls. This is what I'm going to do on this particular project. I'm Sallie Bradshaw. I hope you guys will join us on YouTube to watch Building Bradshaws.